In order to be able to carry out etiquette as it should, there are other things you need to learn first. Etiquette, the basis of etiquette actually, is body language. You have to be sincere when you are performing etiquette. Now, look at this. For example, I'm opening a door and I say, "Please, madam, go ahead." My body language will show that I'm sincere. If I open that door again and I say, "Madam," and she goes by and I go, that's not sincere. In order to produce a sincere and positive body language, there's another thing you need. It's called self-confidence. Now, let's have a look at how self-confidence is built up. In a few moments, I will talk about the essential steps to self-confidence, and you will see why these three go hand in hand. Let me give you the 6 essential steps to self-confidence. First of all, posture and poise. Now, posture is all about how you stand, how you carry your body. It's how you walk, it's how you stand when you are waiting on someone, etc. Now, a good exercise to exercise your posture is this one. You stand against a wall and you actually push your shoulders against that wall. You push your heels into the wall. Now, it will not feel comfortable, but it will show you what it is to have a good posture. With our butlers, when we are training our butlers, we actually put a book on their head and we ask them to walk. Why? Because you are forced to hold up your head straight. Poise is not the same as posture. Poise means that you can adapt yourself to any situation and don't show that you're actually very nervous. You have to slow down, you have to speed up, it depends on the situation. One thing to help you there is actually doing relaxing exercises or breathing exercises. The second step to building self-confidence is called gratitude. Now you're probably thinking, is that saying thank you when somebody brings you a coffee or gives you a beer? No, it's much more than that. I would suggest you do a few exercises. One of them could be thanking one of your colleagues. And with thanking, I mean send them a sincere email, or maybe write them a letter, maybe a handwritten letter. Nobody does that anymore. You can write in that letter to your colleague, "Thank you for supporting me every single day. I really appreciate what you do for me." Now that will need self-confidence, that will need guts. The other thing you could do is send flowers to your parents for no specific reason. Not a birthday, not an anniversary, whatever. Send flowers to your parents, maybe to your girlfriend, to whoever. Could be a friend. And thank them for being a friend. I'll tell you this. First of all, it will take you self-confidence, but otherwise, people will be surprised. And that on itself will build self-confidence. Number 3 step to build self-confidence. Sit in the front zone. I didn't say sit in the front row, I said sit in the front zone. What I mean with that is leave your comfort zone. Do something you don't feel comfortable with. One could be, for example, filming yourself, as I'm doing right now. That takes self-confidence. I'm actually talking to a lens. I'm not really talking to you. The other thing you could do is go on stage and give a presentation. Now, it all takes experience, it all takes exercise, and you can learn this because we train a lot of people in every possible industry. Not so long ago, we had somebody working at the reception desk. And this lady, she didn't have any self-confidence. So she came to us and she said, "What should I do to build self-confidence?" You know what another thing is? Knowledge. You have to know what you're talking about. And that brings me back to speaking in front of a bunch of people. If you want to speak in front of an audience, one thing you should have to build self-confidence is knowledge about what you're talking. The other knowledge you need is how to behave yourself, how to speak, not too slow, not too fast, how to handle the mic, for example. All these things will bring you self-confidence and will get you out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is actually more like a muscle. The more you train it, the more you will stretch it. So sit in the front zone. Step number 4 in building your self-confidence, practice your elevator pitch. Do you know what an elevator pitch is? It's actually a personal presentation. Now let's picture this. We're at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. And all of a sudden you get into the elevator and you see me. And you see this little pin on my suit. And you come up to me, which already takes a bit of self-confidence, and you ask, what is that pin? What does it mean? Well, an elevator pitch is me having about 30 to 45 seconds to present myself to you in a confident way. I could, for example, say to you, well, my name is Vincent Vermeulen. I'm the founder and director of the School for Butlers and Hospitality. I actually train butlers, and we also train a lot of companies in every subject such as hospitality, service and etiquette. I'm here in Paris to enjoy the amazing views with my 3 children and my wife. Now that could be an elevator pitch. This could be a confident pitch about yourself. And if you write that down, which I would actually recommend you to do, again, that will build self-confidence. Because if you go anywhere, for example, a job interview, and people say, well, introduce yourself, a lot of people say, I had an education and I come from, you have to be confident. You have to exercise this in your mind. So practice your elevator pitch. For the elevator pitch, I have added actually a document in this lecture. Download it and use the strategies we are showing you.